To solve this question, we'll be using basic algebra. We'll be leveraging the concept of sum of roots, the sum of the product of roots taking two at a time, and the product of roots. So just come with me. I'll be showing you in the easiest way possible how to solve these kind of questions. All right. So for us to make progress in this question, we need to square a plus b plus c. So we'll have a plus b plus c squared is equal to, this will give you a squared plus b squared plus c squared plus 2ab plus bc plus ac. So here you can already see that there are parts you can substitute easily. For example, a plus b plus c is 6. So you have 6 squared is equal to 14. A squared plus b squared plus c squared is 14. Then plus 2 bracket ab plus bc plus AC. So with this, we can get AB plus BC plus AC very easily. So we have that AB plus BC plus AC is equal to 36 minus 14 over 2, which will give us 11. All right. So we have that the sum of roots a plus b plus c is equal to 6. This was given to us in the question. Now we have the sum of the product of roots taken two at a time. AB plus BC plus AC equals 11. So now to get the product of roots, we'll be using a special algebraic expansion. A cubed plus b cubed plus c cubed minus 3abc is equal to a plus b plus c multiplied by a squared plus b squared plus c squared minus ab plus bc plus ac. So you can check this out, right? So we'll just substitute a cubed plus b cubed plus c cubed is 36. So 36 minus 3abc is equal to 6 bracket a squared plus b squared plus c squared is 14 minus, now the sum of the product of roots taken two at a time is 11. So minus 11. If we simplify this, we're going to have 36 minus 3abc is equal to 6 times 3. Now let's collect like terms and find the product of roots. So we're going to have 36 minus 18 is equal to 3abc. So 36 minus 18 will give us 18. 18 over 3 will be equal to abc, which is 6. So again, we have found the product of roots abc, which is equal to 6. So these are what we need to set up our cubic equation, which we will solve to find our final answers. So let's go ahead and set up our cubic equation. The cubic equation is generally written as this. So I'll just be substituting the sum of roots, the sum of the product of roots two at a time, and the product of roots. So that way we're going to have x cubed minus 6x squared plus 11x minus 6 equals 0. So this is our cubic equation. And of course, you know how to solve cubic equations. You use the remainder theorem or the factor theorem. We're going to test a number to see which one works. And from there, we're going to divide the polynomial and reduce it by 1 degree. All right. So let's test 1. So if you substitute 1, let's see, 1 cubed minus 6 bracket 1 plus 11 bracket 1 minus 6. So this is 1 minus 6 plus 11 minus 6. This gives us 0. So x equal to 1 is a solution to this cubic equation. So x minus 1, since x equal to 1 is a solution, means x minus 1 is a factor. Okay, So let's divide this polynomial by x minus 1 and reduce it so we can find other solutions. So we use the long division. So we have x squared minus s cubed minus 6s squared plus 11x minus 6. And out here we have x minus 1. So what are we going to multiply with x? That will give us s cubed. That will be x squared. So we have x squared here. So this is s cubed minus x squared. So we subtract this. So we're going to have s cubed is out. So minus 6s squared minus x squared is minus 6s squared plus x squared. That will give us minus 5x squared plus 11x minus 6. Now, what's the next number multiplied with x? That'll give us minus 5x squared. That's minus 5x. So this will give us minus 5x squared. Minus 5 times negative 1 will give us plus 5x. Again, we subtract. So minus 5x squared is out. So we have 11x minus 5x. That will give us 6x minus 6. Now, what are we multiply with x? That will give us 6x. That's plus 6. So you have 6x minus 6. So if you subtract this, you have 0. So we have come to the end of our long division. So you see that when you divide s cubed minus 6s squared plus 11x plus 6, you're going to get x squared minus 5x plus 6. All right. So, and this is a very easy quadratic equation. You can use factorization method. You can use the general quadratic formula method to find your other roots. But it is very easy factorization. So I'll just go ahead and use the factorization method. So we have that x squared minus 5x plus 6 equals 0. So we have x minus 3, x minus 2 equals 0. So we have that x minus 3 equals 0 or x minus 2 equals 0. So x equals 3 or x equals 2. So at the end of the day, in summary, the solutions to this system of equation is x equals 1, which we got before using the factor theorem, x equals 2, and x equals 3. Now, it doesn't matter which one it goes to A, B, or C because the equation is symmetric. So you can actually assign any of them to any of the letters A, B, and C, and you still get the same answer. So coming back to our question, if you substitute 1, 2, and 3, 1 plus 2 plus 3 gives you 6. 1 squared is 1 plus 2 squared is 4. So 1 plus 4 plus 9 gives you 14. 1 plus 8 plus 27 gives you 36. In question 2, I'll be using the Vieta's formula. Although you can still use the basic algebra I showed you in the previous question, I would want to use Vieta's formula in this question to expand your skill set. All right. So the challenge I'll give to you is to try to use basic algebra after watching this particular solution and tell me if you get the same answers or you get different answers in the comment section. All right. So let's proceed to the Vieta's formula. Now, the Vieta's formula assumes that a, b, and c are roots of a cubic equation, and you can set up your equation as t cubed minus e1t squared plus e2t minus e3 equals 0. Now, the formulas for e1, e2, and e3 are also shown on the screen. Right, so we'll just go ahead and plug in. It's called plug in, right? So we're going to plug in and get our sum of roots, product of roots, two at a time, and product of roots very easily, and go straight to the cubic equation. So this is actually a faster method of solving this system of equations. So there are three important things we need to solve the cubic equation: E1, E2, and E3. So E1 will be equal to P, which is equal to 5. So this is very easy. Now E2 will be equal to P1 squared minus P2 over 2, which is equal to 5 squared minus 11 over 2. So we'll have 25 minus 11 over 2, which is 7. Now let's get E3. E3 is P3 minus P1 P2 plus P1 E2 over 3. This will give us our product of roots. So this is 29 minus 5 times 11 plus 5 times 7 divided by 3. So this gives us 29 minus 55 plus 35 over 3. And this gives us 9 over 3, which is 3. So now we have E1, E2, and E3. So we can go straight to the cubic equation. There's no need collecting like terms here. All right. In fact, that is a crime in this particular formula. Okay, so let's generate our cubic equation. So we have, you can actually use any variable, but we've used t here. So you have t cubed minus 5t squared plus 7t minus 3 equals 0. So this is the cubic equation we're going to solve. All right. Again, we will use the factor theorem to get our first guess at this particular solution. So let's try 1. So if we try 1, that's 1 minus 5 minus 4 plus 7, 3 minus 3. So 1 works, right? It's not all the time that 1 works. So you need to keep trying positive and negative version. So 1 minus 1, 2 minus 2, 3 minus 3. Between most times, these questions, because the aim is for you to solve it, not to suffer you, right? Or to punish you. So you usually get the first solution within the first few tests that you make. All right. So 1 works. So that means t equal to 1 is one of the solutions we're looking for, right? And that also means that t minus 1 is a factor. Now, let's divide this polynomial by t minus 1 using the long division method, and we're going to get a quadratic equation which we can now go ahead to solve. So t cubed minus 5t squared plus 7t minus 3. Out here we have t minus 1. What are we going to multiply with t to get t cubed? So we're going to multiply t squared. So here we have t cubed minus t squared. So when you subtract this, you're going to get minus 4t squared plus 7t minus 3. Okay. Now, what's the next thing you multiply with t to get minus 4t squared? That's minus 4t. So you have minus 4t squared plus 4t. So you subtract and you get this. So 4t squared is out. So you're going to get 3t minus 3. So what's the next thing you're going to multiply with t to get 3t? That's plus 3. So you have 3t minus 3. So when you subtract this, you get 0. So we've reduced this cubic equation to a quadratic equation, which is t squared minus 4t plus 3 equals 0. So we're going to use the general quadratic formula to solve this particular equation. So here, a is equal to 1, b is equal to negative 4, and c is equal to 3. So let's substitute to find the values of t. So t is equal to minus 4 is positive 4 plus or minus square root of negative 4 squared is 16 minus 4 times 1 is minus 4 times 3 is minus 12. So we have this divided by 2a. 2 times 1 is 2. So t is equal to 4 plus or minus square root of 4 over 2. So t is equal to 4 plus or minus 2 over 2. So if we solve this, we're going to have that t is equal to 4 plus 2 over 2, or t is equal to 4 minus 2 over 2. So t is equal to 6 over 2, which is 3, or t is equal to 4 minus 2, which is 2 over 2, which is 1. So the solution to this is t equals 1 twice, t equals 1 again, and t equals 3. So 1, 1, 3 solves this equation. So you can substitute here. 1 plus 1 plus 3 gives you 5. 1 plus 1 plus 9 gives you 11. 1 plus 1 plus 27 gives you 29. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel so you have more content like this come your way. Make sure you watch the next video showing grade. See you in my next video. Bye.